The Emerald Tablet of Hermes. The Emerald Tablet, truly without deceit, certain and most veritable. That which is below corresponds to that which is above, and that which is above corresponds to that which is below, to accomplish the miracles of the one thing. And just as all things come from this one thing, through the meditation of one mind, so do all created things originate from this one thing through transformation. Its father is the sun, its mother the moon. The wind carries it in its belly. Its nurse is the earth. It is the origin of all, the consecration of the universe. Its inherent strength is perfected if it is turned into earth. Separate the earth from heaven, the subtle from the gross. Gently and with great ingenuity, it rises from earth to heaven and descends again to earth, thereby combining within it the powers of both the above and the below. Thus will you obtain the glory of the whole universe. All obscurity will be clear to you. This is the greatest force of all powers, because it overcomes every subtle thing and penetrates every solid thing. In this way was the universe created. From this will come many wondrous applications, because this is the pattern. Therefore am I called thrice greatest Hermes, having all three parts of the wisdom of the whole universe. Herein have I completely explained the operation of the sun. Marilyn's explanation. The Emerald Tablet has been known by many names, among them the Samaridine Table, Tabula Samaridina, or the Secret of Hermes. It is an ancient text which was inscribed upon a stone which is not of this earth and cannot be destroyed. The text purports to reveal the secret of the primordial substance and its transmutations. Hermes Trismegistus, Hermes the thrice greatest, who shares his identity with the Egyptian deity Thoth, is believed to be its author. The whereabouts of this ancient relic are at this time unknown. History of the Tablet. History of the Tablet, largely summarized from Needham 1980 and Homyard 1957. The tablet probably first appeared in the West in editions of the pseudo-Aristotelian Secretum Secretorum, which was actually a translation of the Kitab Sur al-Asrar, a book of advice to kings which was translated into Latin by Johannes Hispalensis circa 1140 and by Philip of Tripoli circa 1243. Other translations of the tablet may have been made during the same period of Plato of Tivoli and Hugh of Santella, perhaps from different sources. The date of the Kitab Sur al-Asrar is uncertain, though circa 800 has been suggested, and it is not clear when the tablet became part of this work. Homyard was the first to find another early Arabic version. Ruska found a 12th century recension, claiming to have been dictated by Sergius of Nablus, in the Kitab Ostacus Alus al-Thani, second book of the Elements of Foundation attributed to Jabir. Shortly after, Ruska found another version appended to the Kitab Sur al-Khaliqa 1 Sut-al-Tabi, a book of the secret of creation and the art of nature, which is also known as the Kitab Balinius al-Hakim Filal, Book of Balinas, the Wise on the Causes. It has been proposed that this book may have been written as early as 650 and was definitely finished by the Caliphate of Al-Mamun, 813-33. Scholars have seen similarities between this book and the Syriac Book of Treasures written by Job of Odessa, 9th century, and more interestingly, the Greek writings of the bishop Emesius of Emesa in Syria from the mid-4th century. However, though this suggests a possible Syriac source, none of these writings contain the tablet. Balinas is usually identified with Apollonius of Tyana, but there is little evidence to connect him with the Kitab Balabius, and even if there was, the story implies that Balinas found the tablet rather than wrote it. and the recent discoveries of the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Nag Hammadi texts suggests that hiding texts in caves is not impossible, even if we did not have the pyramids before us. Bruska has suggested an origin further east, and Needham has proposed an origin in China. Homeyard, Davis, and Anon all consider that this tablet may be one of the earliest of all alchemical works we have that survived. It should be remarked that apparently the Greeks and Egyptians used a term translated as emerald for emeralds, green granites, and perhaps green jasper. In medieval times, the emerald tablet of the Gothic kings of Spain and the Sacro Catino, a dish said to have belonged to the Queen of Sheba, to have been used at the Last Supper, and to be made of emerald, were made of green glass. Steele and Singer, 488. Translations from Jabir ibn Hayyan. 0. Balinas mentions the engraving on the tablet in the hand of Hermes, which says, 1. Truth, certainty, that in which there is no doubt. 2. That which is above is from that which is below, and that which is below is from that which is above, working the miracles of 1. 3. As all things were from 1. 4. Its father is the sun and its mother the moon. 5. The earth carried it in her belly and the wind nourished it in her belly. 7. As earth which shall become fire. 7a. Feed the earth from that which is subtle with the greatest power. 8. It ascends from the earth to the heaven and becomes ruler over that which is above and that which is below. 14. And I have already explained the meaning of the whole of this in 2 of these books of mine. Homeyard, 1923, 562. Another Arabic version from the German of Ruska translated by Anonymous. 0. Here is that which the priest of Sagittarius of Nablus has dictated concerning the entrance of Balinas into the hidden chamber. After my entrance into the chamber where the talisman was set up, I came up to an old man sitting on a gold throne, who was holding an emerald table in one hand, and behold the following, in Syriac, the primordial language was written thereon. 1. Here is a true explanation concerning which there can be no doubt. 2. It attests the above from the below, and the below from the above, the work of the miracle of the one. 3. And things have been from this primal substance through a single act. How wonderful is this work! It is the main principle of the world and is its maintainer. 4. Its father is the sun and its mother the moon. The 5. Wind has borne it in its body, and the earth has nourished it. 6. The father of talisman and the protector of miracles. 6a. Whose powers are perfect, and whose lights are confirmed. 7. A fire that becomes earth. 7a. Separate the earth from the fire so you will attain the subtle as more inherent than the gross with care and sagacity. 8. It rises from earth to heaven so as to draw the lights of the heights to itself, and descends to the earth. Thus within it are the forces of the above and the below. 9. Because the light of lights within it, thus does the darkness flee before it. 10. The force of forces which overcomes every subtle thing and penetrates into everything gross. 11. The structure of the microcosm is in accordance with the structure of the macrocosm. 12. And accordingly proceed the knowledgeable. 13. And to this aspired Hermes, who was threefold graced with wisdom. 14. And this is his last book which he concealed in the chamber. Anonymous 1985, verses 24-5. 12th century Latin. 0. When I entered into the cave I received the tablet Zaradi, which was inscribed from between the hands of Hermes, in which I discovered these words. 1. True without falsehood, certain, most certain. 2. What is above is like what is below, and what is below is like that which is above, to make the miracle of the one thing. 3. And as all things were made from contemplation of one, so all things were born from one adaptation. 4. Its father is the sun, its mother is the moon. 5. The wind carried it in its womb, the earth breastfed it. 6. It is the father of all works of wonder. Tell us me, in the world. 6a. Its power is complete, integra. 7. If cast 2, turned towards versa furit, earth. 7a. It will separate earth from pyre, the subtle from the gross. 8. With great capacity it ascends from earth to heaven, again it descends to earth, and takes back the power of the above and the below. 9. Thus you will receive the glory of the distinctiveness of the world, all obscurity will flee from you. 10. This is the whole most strong strength of all strength, for it overcomes all subtle things, and penetrates all solid things. 11a. Thus was the world created. 12. From this comes marvelous adaptations, of which this is the procedure. 13. Therefore I am called Hermes, because I have 3 parts of the wisdom of the whole world. 14. And complete is what I had to say about the work of the sun, from the book of Galiani, Al-Fachami.